The cold winds of St. Petersburg cut through the empty streets like the teeth of ghosts. Here, centuries-old palaces hid more than just faded grandeur. They hid secrets. Among them, one name lingered in fear: Grigori Rasputin, the mystic who had bewitched the Romanovs and whose death was never truly peaceful. They said his spirit was cursed, his influence spilling beyond the grave, feeding on fear, blood, and curiosity. Tonight, Elena, a young historian with a fascination for the occult, was about to learn why some legends were better left buried. Elena arrived at the decaying palace once frequented by the imperial family. Its walls were cracked, the paint peeling, and a strange chill hung in the air despite the summer sun outside. As she stepped inside, the wooden floorboards groaned under her weight. Dust motes danced in the weak sunlight, but there was something unnatural in the stillness. Something watched. She unpacked her tools, notebooks, candles, a recorder. Her plan was simple: document the palace, discover hidden rooms, and perhaps finally understand the man whose name still terrified Russia. By evening, the shadows in the palace seemed to stretch unnaturally, dark shapes pooling in corners. Elena thought she saw a figure flicker in her peripheral vision, but whenever she turned, the hallway was empty. It began small. Shadows moved against the light. Candles extinguished by unseen hands. Doors slammed without wind. Then Rasputin appeared, not as the man of history, but as something warped, his body elongated, eyes glowing red, mouth twisted into a permanent, sinister smile. He drifted toward her, moving without touching the floor, a shadow among shadows. "You shouldn't have come," he hissed, his voice like ice cracking. "Some knowledge is too heavy for the living." Elena stumbled back, clutching the diary. She tried to run, but the palace itself seemed alive. Hallways shifting, staircases twisting, doors leading back to the same dark corridor. The diary revealed the truth. Rasputin had bound himself to the Romanovs through dark rituals. His death was meant to end him, but the spirits of those he had enslaved anchored him to the mortal world. Elena realized the chilling possibility. She was not just in a haunted palace. She was inside a trap set by Rasputin himself. Every historian who had tried to uncover his secrets had vanished, their fates woven into the shadows of the palace. Whispers became voices, the voices of the czars, of servants, of Rasputin's enemies, all twisted, screaming, begging for release. Days passed. Or was it hours? Time became meaningless. Elena's reflection in broken mirrors began moving independently. Her shadow separated from her body. Rasputin's figure was everywhere and nowhere, watching, mocking, whispering. She began writing warnings in her notebook, but the ink ran black and sticky, as though the words themselves were bleeding. Every word she wrote seemed to empower Rasputin, making him stronger. One night he appeared close, his eyes boring into hers. The blood of the Tsars, and now your blood too. Elena realized the only way to escape was to complete a ritual the diary described. But each step required a sacrifice. Memories, sanity, even pieces of herself. The palace resisted. Doors slammed, staircases crumbled, shadows became claws. Rasputin's laughter echoed through every hall, a cacophony of madness. Elena burned the diary in a desperate act. Flames licked the walls. Rasputin screamed, a sound that shook her bones. But as the fire consumed the book, the palace seemed to inhale, then exhale. For a brief moment, silence, peace. Elena stumbled out into the morning light. The sun reflected on the frozen river outside, giving the illusion of normalcy. She thought she was free, but shadows moved behind the trees. The wind carried a whisper, unmistakable. You can never leave me, Elena. Her hair turned white overnight, her eyes haunted. Whenever she spoke of the palace, people laughed, except when she whispered the words herself, they felt cold. Rasputin's influence lingered, his shadow stretching beyond death, waiting for the next curious soul. And somewhere, deep in St. Petersburg, the palace stood, patient, alive, and hungry. As Elena vanished into the morning light, her mind still haunted by the whispers of the palace, a final thought lingered in the shadows. Do you dare uncover the secrets that should remain buried? Or will curiosity claim you too? If you want more terrifying tales from the darkest corners of history, subscribe to Nox Hour, like this video, and share it with your friends. But beware, the shadows are always watching.